Hello and welcome back to The Brilliance of, the series in which I look at some of my favourite films, TV shows and books of all time. This week it's time to look at one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time, and that is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So let's get into it. So what can I really say about the Lord of the Rings trilogy that hasn't been said before? Probably not a lot, to be honest. It's been praised above and beyond consistently for years. But I really don't think this trilogy can ever be praised enough. So in my mind, there are three main components that make this one of the greatest trilogies of all time. So let's get into it and have a look at the first component, which is the casting. The casting of these three films is phenomenal. From Elijah Wood as Frodo Baggins, Sean Astin as Samwise Gamgee, Ian McKellen as Gandalf. Everyone knocks their roles out of the park. My personal favourite is Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn. I believe Aragorn is one of the most positive role models a young boy could have. There's no toxicity with Aragorn, it's all very genuine, and I think he's very good to look toward. And did you know that Viggo Mortensen wasn't the original actor for Aragorn? Just imagine how different the trilogy would have been without the brilliance of Viggo Mortensen. One thing I love about all three films is you can really believe every actor in their roles. Like, they've been adapted perfectly. Even a character like Grima Wormtongue, who is played by Brad Dourif of Chucky fame, is brilliant in his role. There's a moment in the second film where he gives a look to Eowyn, and it's such a fantastic moment. It says so much with just a look. So he really is a tour de force, and he has quite a small role in the trilogy. There really has never been another book to screen adaptation in my mind that has ever got the casting so perfect. The next thing that makes Lord of the Rings one of the greatest trilogies of all time is the music. Whether it be Concerning Hobbits or Hope and Memory, Howard Shore did not phone it in with the music for this trilogy. The motifs that carry through, from the Fellowship theme to Rohan and Gondor's respective themes, the music truly enhances the story. And it really does feel like it would be at home if you were sitting down reading the books and had the soundtrack playing in the background, which should be a good gauge for how good a film score is. Finally, the biggest thing that makes these films perfect is the production. There's no overstating how massive the production for these three films were. The three films shot simultaneously over 14 months, and that was just principal photography for the three films. It was 14 months. So one day the Hobbits could have been filming Bilbo's party from the first film, and the next day they could have been at the Grey Havens filming the final scene of Return of the King. That is immense, and nothing quite like this production has been done since. Not to the scale of having so many practical effects and groundbreaking digital effects. The series used so many interesting techniques to capture the story, including forced perspective to make the actors playing the hobbits appear smaller beside characters like Gandalf or Aragorn. Weta also coined the term bigatures for the 72 miniature models they designed, with one of the roughly 6 shooting crews was devoted to filming the miniatures. The production of this trilogy is truly immense. It will never be matched again, I don't think. There have been attempts, but it will never be matched in the same way. You can really feel the love of everyone involved, from Peter Jackson as the director to all of the actors. These films are incredibly special to me, and they really do stand the test of time. Like I say, there will never be another trilogy like this. These films are pure perfection and brilliance, and deserve to be viewed multiple times by everyone. I hope nobody ever has a silly idea to try and remake these three films. Leave them as they are. They are absolutely brilliant. So there you have it, folks. That is the brilliance of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
For Frodo.
Thank you so much for watching this new edition of The Brilliance of. Let me know what you think of the trilogy in the comments. Do you prefer the extended or the theatrical? I'm an extended man myself. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to Across the Vortex of Media. I'll be releasing videos like the Brilliance of every week, and so much more. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Nathaniel, and I'll see you in the Vortex.